You're welcome back to my channel, Dr. Okoya Ebasi. In this video, we are going to look at the topic save, invest, and multiply. Now, when people earn money and spend all the money on basic necessities of life, such people are actually heading for poverty and misery. But those who earn money and plan their money, the way they spend their money, budget and plan for it, are actually heading towards prosperity or a stable life even after work. Now, it is very, very necessary for you to understand that your finances and your destiny is in your hands. Nobody will take the responsibility of coming to plan your life for you. So if you are still living a life where you spend all your income, maybe on the notion that the money is not enough, the money is not enough to meet your need, you should understand that human wants are insatiable. There is no way you'll be able to satisfy all your needs. And therefore, whatever you are earning, whatever is your income, it is your responsibility to budget it and plan it well and use it wisely so that tomorrow you will not come crying. So there are a lot of people who are working today, but they spend all their money for basic necessities of life. So they live from one paycheck to the other and sometimes even borrow on top of their salaries. When you live your life like that, you are heading for misery and poverty. Now, there are others who will plan their budget, they will budget their money, plan it very well, and use it, keep part for investment, keep part for the basic necessities of life. If you are that type, then you are planning well. And that is what we are encouraging people to begin to do. Don't take your life and your working life for granted. Because the time is coming when you will leave that employment or you will retire. And if you don't have anything to fall back to, you will regret it. It's a life of misery. It's a very miserable life. And it's not expected that any normal human being or any person that has a future should look forward to. And that is why we want to consider that there are three different kinds of people and kinds of spenders. There are three different kinds of spenders. One is the happy spender. Now, this happy spender, these are people who, whenever they are happy and there is money in their hands, they go about, they can buy anything they like as far as they have money in their hands. And sometimes, even if they don't have money and they have credit cards, they can buy things on credit as long as they are happy. Then there is another group of spenders who are called the sad and angry spenders. These sad and angry spenders are people who, whenever they are sad, they go about buying, using the buying as a means of maybe driving away the sadness or the anger. So such people are heading for misery. If you have such an attitude, it is necessary that you check it. If not, it will put you into poverty and misery. Then we have the third set of spenders who are the budget spenders. Now, everybody is working towards becoming a budget spender. So as the month is coming, as the month is ending, you have already budgeted your money, what you are going to use that monthly money for. So you budget it, including savings and investments. So whenever the money comes, you use it for those things you have budgeted. If you budget and you don't use the money for the budget, it's not going to work. So you budget and you make sure that you follow your budget strictly. Anything that is not in your budget for that month, you carry over to the other month. That is the only way you can plan your resources and your finances in such a way that you can use part for investment, save and invest, and then you multiply. Now, for you to be able to follow strictly to your budget, you have to be disciplined. If you are not disciplined, you will not be able to strictly follow your budget. Because as the money comes, a lot of things are just demanding for your attention because the money is available. So if you are not a disciplined person, issues will arise, and instead of using the money for the things you have budgeted for, you begin to spend the money unnecessarily, and before you know what is happening, you have wasted that money. Now, what is discipline? Discipline means to exercise power or control over your life. So many people are not disciplined. They cannot control their lifestyle. They cannot control their expenditure. Control in your spending habits. Power over your inner secret desires, which controls your actions. Your inner desires that controls your action, that propels you to buy or propels you to spend money where you have not budgeted for. Those are the things that are propelling you to ahead, are pushing you towards poverty. So you have to have control over these inner desires and make sure that you are controlling your finances. You know what you are using your finances for. That is the only way you will be able to budget and follow your budget strictly. Now, if you are following your budget strictly, you will be able to survive during the periods of tough economy. When things are hard, you will still be able to survive. And for you to survive in such places, you need to create value. When things are tough, when the economy is tough, people who are going to survive in tough economies like that, when things are difficult, are people who create value. If you are not creating value, it will be very difficult for you to survive. Now, what is value? Value is meeting needs. Value is solving problems. Value is answering questions. If you are meeting the needs of people, you are creating value. If you are solving problems, you are creating value. If you are answering questions, you are creating value. In a place of employment, what are you doing? What is your contribution to that employment? If you take, for example, marriage. In your marriage, as a wife, as a husband, what are you bringing to the table in that marriage to create value in your marriage? Is it finances that you are bringing, or you are bringing ideas, or you are bringing labor to ensure that that marriage succeeds? That is value. If you are not bringing anything to the table, a lot of people are running around in the marketplace looking for jobs, but they don't have anything to offer, to bring value to the companies that are operating. Such people will hardly get employment. It is only value. Money migrates towards people, towards value. So if you are not bringing any value to the table, it will be very difficult for you to make money and survive when things are tough and hard. Now, the only thing that can help you is to ensure that you bring value to whatever you are doing, in whatever situation you find yourself. Even if you are not working, try and make sure that wherever you are bringing value. Whenever you are meeting somebody, bring value. If you are going to look for a job, for example, and you know that maybe you are not qualified, or you don't know what the company actually requires, see what you can do to that company. Is it that they need is it that their loans are not properly taken care of? Is there anything you can do to that company to add value to the company? By the time you begin to do that, maybe free of charge for the first time, very soon that company will consider to create a space for you. So don't just walk into, even if you are going to look for somebody, you are going to ask for assistance from somebody. Make sure that you prefer value. Go there and see what you can do to the person before you ask for your favor. Don't just go there with a mentality of somebody who has, as if the person is owing you, and then you go there with a kind of a mentality of entitlement mentality, and then you go there to demand. What value are you creating that you are asking for money or you are asking for assistance? Look at what you can do to support the man, to add value to the man's life before you make your demands. That is how to survive when things are tough. Now, a young billionaire of 30 years was asked a question. Say, how did you really become a billionaire at such an age of 30 years? The young man was 30 years old and was already a billionaire. So they were asking him, how did you make it? And these are the answers he answered. These are the response he gave. He said, number one, don't try to be the best, but be the first to change. Don't try to be the best, but try to be the first to change. The first to take the challenge, the first to overcome the difficulties. You should always focus on you to change first. Be somebody that comes with value. Be somebody that you are the person that is solving the problems of the company or whatever, wherever you find yourself. When you take that approach to life, it is then you will be able to acquire the experience and the capacity to change things in life. If you are not confronting problems, if you are not facing challenges, you are not confronting challenges, if you don't change your attitude towards challenges, it will be very difficult for you to be able to change things. So first of all, make sure you are the one that is that is trying to solve the problems in whatever situation you find yourself. You are the one that is facing and challenging, providing solutions to the challenges wherever you find them. The second answer he gave is that you cannot give up. When you have started a project or you are pursuing your dreams, you cannot give up. Because one, you have dreams to chase. You are chasing dreams. It's not something that you just get it overnight. So you cannot give up. You have to pursue your dreams until you succeed. So don't give up because you face challenges and then you give up. You have people to inspire. You have dreams to accomplish. You have to prove your worth. You need to prove yourself to people that what you are doing, you are a serious-minded person and you have the capability to do it. So you keep on doing it. As long as you are doing what is right, you continue. You don't give up because there are challenges. Every situation, before you succeed in life, you have to face challenges. And it's only those who overcome those challenges that actually make it in life. The third thing he mentioned is that spend time on self-improvement. Develop yourself, improve your capacity. In such a way, your commitment and focus to improving yourself should be in such a way that you don't even have time to remember to talk about criticizing other people. So your focus and commitment should be on self-development. The fourth thing he said is that no one will actually come to save you because your destiny is 100% in your hands. If you are going to make it in life, it is in your hands. If you are going to fail, it is your choice. So nobody is coming to save you. It's only God that can help you. So you need to understand that it is your responsibility, if you want to be rich, to work towards goals that will enable you to become rich. Nobody is coming to save you. It's only God that can help you. So you take up the responsibilities and ensure that you follow them to the end, despite the challenges and the obstacles. It's only those who overcome the obstacles that actually make it in life. And lastly, he said, if you work hard on your job, you will make a living. If you work hard on your job, you will make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you will make a fortune. But if you work hard on your dreams, you will live a glorious life. You will have a glorious future. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel, share this video, and make your comments. Thank you.